You're on a roof, scraping away, getting all that thick moss off, and then you reach for what? Most guys starting out, they grab a bottle of Wet and Forget or some other retail biocide, and they think they're doing a pro job. But let's be absolutely honest here. You are literally paying premium prices to ship tap water across the country. It's madness. You're buying a product that is already watered down for domestic use, and you're carrying those heavy, massive drums around in your van, wasting space, burning diesel, and throwing your hard-earned profit right down the drain before you've even pulled the trigger on your sprayer. I mean, why would you do that? The real game changer, the step up to being a professional contractor, is when you switch to high concentration DDAC biocides, like SoftWash Pro 50. Now, this isn't some watered down retail mix. This is a 50% active concentration. Let that sink in for a second. 50%. That means on site, you are diluting this stuff down to a 1 in 25, or even a 1 in 40 or 1 in 50 ratio for light maintenance treatments. One tiny 5-litre bottle of concentrate makes up to, let's do the maths, up to 250 litres of active, ready-to-use soft washing solution. Imagine the cost savings on that. You're going from spending pounds per square metre on retail stuff down to literally pennies. You're pocketing the difference, and your customers are blown away because the results are just as good. Actually, they're better because you can control the strength depending on how bad the roof actually is. And look, it's not just about the direct cash savings, though obviously that's what keeps the lights on. It's about efficiency. When you're running a professional outfit, space on the van is prime real estate. If you're hauling hundreds of litres of pre-diluted retail product, you're heavy, you're inefficient, and your storage back at base is a nightmare. Switching to concentrates means you carry a fraction of the weight. Your van runs lighter, you save on fuel, and your carbon footprint, if you care about that side of things, and we all should, is drastically reduced. It's an absolute no-brainer for any serious exterior cleaner looking to scale up their business and stop playing amateur hour with DIY products. Why ship water when you can get it out of the customer's tap for free? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. All right, Mark, sounds great. I'll just buy some of this Pro 50 concentrate, chuck it in my standard garden sprayer, and crack on. Please do not do that. The thing is, standard domestic garden sprayers, or even cheap backpacks, they are not built for this kind of work. They will fail, and they will fail fast. You see, professional softwash chemistry, whether it's sodium hypochlorite or heavy-duty DDAC biocides, it is highly corrosive. The standard rubber seals inside domestic gear will literally perish within days, sometimes hours, of continuous contact. The pump starts leaking, you get chemical dripping down your back, and your gear is ruined. It's a complete mess. To do this job properly, you have to match your gear to your chemistry. That means upgrading to equipment with heavy-duty Viton seals. Viton is a synthetic rubber that can actually withstand the corrosive nature of these chemicals, giving you that longevity and reliability you need when you're running a business. But if you really want to take your productivity to the next level, if you want to completely eliminate the headache of batch mixing altogether, you need to look at a self-powered dosing system like the clever injector dosatron. I use this system myself, and honestly, it completely changes how you operate on site. You connect it straight to the domestic water supply, and the water pressure itself powers a piston inside the unit that pulls the exact, precise amount of chemical from your drum and mixes it instantly. No electricity, no batteries, just pure mechanical precision. Think about the time you save. No more standing at the back of the van with measuring cups, getting chemical splashes on your clothes, trying to calculate percentages in your head when you're tired at the end of a long day. You just set the dial on the injector, say 1 in 6 for render or 1 in 3 for a tough roof, and you start spraying. It's fast, it's consistent, and it's incredibly professional. When a client sees you turn up with a proper automated setup rather than a battered old garden backpack, your credibility goes through the roof. You're not just a bloke with a hose anymore, you're a specialist. You match the right chemistry with the right delivery system, and suddenly you're working twice as fast with zero downtime. That's how you build a real business in this industry. Alright, that's enough waffling from me today. Go check your seals, dump the retail water, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.